Hey guys, welcome to Friday Tech Talk. I'm Drew. Today we're going to be talking to you about the GoPro Hero 6 Black. What the pros and the cons are, is it worth it? I'll give you all the details. Basically the difference between the GoPro Hero 6, GoPro Hero 5. If you have the 5, do you want to upgrade to the 6? If you don't have one, is it worth getting one? I'll show you some videos that I took. I've had it now for about 5 or 6 months. I've used it from everything from scuba diving, mountain biking, beach volleyball, wakeboarding, skiing. So now I can give a full honest product review, how it works in different situations, if it's worth it or not, and then at the end I'll tell you the pros and the cons, so you can make more informed decision about whether you want to get one or not. Alright, so let's go take a look.
Got it.
Alright guys, so basically if you look at the GoPro Hero 5 and the 6, they look almost identical. In fact, they look exactly like each other. And that is true. So what's the difference between the two, you ask? First off, the price. GoPro Hero 5 now is about $300 US or 400 Canadian, where the GoPro 6 is 400 US or about 530 Canadian. The main difference is the resolution. Now you could shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, where the GoPro Hero 5 you can only shoot 30 frames per second at 4K. Also at 2.7K you could shoot 120 frames per second with the GoPro 6, and you can shoot 240 frames per second at 1080p, where with the 5 you can only shoot 120 frames per second with 1080p and 60 frames per second with 2.7K. The other main difference is the improved stabilization. Now it's a little bit better with stability if you're walking around or running around, but if you are doing that, it's still not great. I would say if you are doing a lot of either running around or different types of movement, especially like mountain biking, you want to get some type of gimbal. I'll give a product review actually of a Karma Grip, which I have as well, and I'll let you know about that. Other difference is with the GoPro Hero 6, you're able to zoom in now, where you weren't able to, so either for video or photos you could zoom in. It's not like a really long zoom, but it is better than nothing. Still have the voice commands like the 5, night vision photo mode. You have better sound audio than the old GoPros, but it's pretty much the same as the 5. You now have super view mode, which is an even wider mode you don't have in the Hero 5. It's also waterproof to 10 meters, same as the 5. It's 2 times faster. They got a new chip, which I guess allows them to shoot the higher definitions at more frame rates, so that's another plus. The biggest factor I think was being able to shoot 4K, which I like to do a lot, and being able to shoot in 60 frames per second, so you can actually use it for slow motion. So if you are doing a lot of action sports where you want to have some speed ramping or slow motion, it's definitely worth it. You know, if you have a GoPro 5 already, which I had, and I still decided to upgrade, I think it was worth it for me anyways. You could always sell your Hero 5 used and recuperate some money, so it's not that bad. If you haven't had a GoPro before, or you have something lower than the 5, then I think it's still worth upgrading because the performance, again, depends how much you use it. Like, I use a lot for different stuff like scuba diving, like I said, mountain biking, skiing and stuff. So if you use a lot, it's not that expensive in the long run if you think about it. It could last you a few years, so it's probably worth it. But those are the different specs, so you can make at least an informed decision whether you want to go ahead with a purchase or not. In the link below, I actually have all my gear and links, so if you want to check them out, get any more research that way, you could do that as well. Alright guys, so what you get with your GoPro Hero 6 Black comes in a box like this, and inside will be your GoPro 6 and all the little accessories that you get with it. So you have a couple different mounts that it comes with. One flat mount and one curved mount. You also get a little accessory, one that slides in to one of those, so that if you wanted to, say, put this on your helmet, you just slide it in like that, it locks in, and then you could easily just take it back out and put it somewhere else. Comes also with a USB connection, so you can just stick it into your computer or any other socket that you have, and then this side goes into your GoPro Hero 6. I have a dual charger here. This is what I use. So basically, this in the wall, USB in there, and then this end connects into your charger right there, and then you just load your batteries in here. So for example, if we take a battery out, take it like that, just slide it in, and then it'll light up green if it's charged or orange if it's charging. So if we look at the digital screen at the front here, that'll show your battery life, your SD card memory, so how much time you have if you're in video mode, how much time you have left on the card, or if you're in photo mode, how many photos, and so on. It also shows what mode you're in, so right now it shows that we're in picture mode. If you change it, burst mode, change it again, timer mode, video mode, etc. On this side you see that it actually says Hero 6 because these are identical to the Hero 5. You're back with your viewfinder, touch screen. The other side with the mode button. You also have your mic hole there. Back to the front again. If you look at the top, you have your record button, another mic input there. On. Again, it has voice command like the Hero 5, so we could say GoPro turn off. That'll shut it down. So now we could take a look. So at this side we have a small port. Over here we open that door, you get your USB connection cable for charging, as well as a micro HDMI to HDMI cable. You also have this port here, which you take off if you're going to use it for the Karma grip. You just want to make sure the door is fully extended like that, and then you can just pull it straight away like that. So like that. Comes off, then you would slide in your Karma grip. Just make sure you don't lose that. And then to put it back, you just want to make sure again it's fully extended. and then snap it in just like that, nice and easy. If we look at our bottom, we have the big door, and that holds our battery, which is compatible with the Hero 5, which is good, so you could use the same batteries if you upgrade from a Hero 5. And also our memory card, which just slides in there. You just push it in and it'll snap in place. Battery back in. Close it up, nice and easy. GoPro turn on. So it's back on now. Shows us our battery life, how much time we have on our memory card. It's connected to Wi-Fi, what mode it's shooting in, so video mode, the resolution, your frames per second, and your view mode. Also shows PT here because I have it in Pro Tune mode. So if you have it in Pro Tune mode, which is more of like a flat shooting mode, just so you could edit easier after and post. So I use Premiere Pro. So if we scroll this way, you get memory card options. I have nothing saved on the memory card right now, so it won't give me the options, but if you do that, scroll left to right, it'll show what videos or pictures you already have in there. If we bring it down, it'll show our connections and preferences, and then if you connect them, you could just scroll down, change anything you want basically. And then scroll back up to get out. Okay, so if we want to change our view mode, basically wide is the only mode we have for 4K at 60 frames per second. But if we change that to 30 frames, then we could go to Super View, which is one of the new features. Just gives you that wider mode. You always just scroll down to get it back to the start. So if we go to our resolutions, we have 4K, 4K, 4.3, 2.7K, 2.7, 4.3, 1440, 1080, 720. So basically what we want to do, let's say we want 1080 and we want to do some super slow-mo. We go to frame per second, bump it all the way up to 240 frames per second. If you have your resolution in 1080p at 120 frames per second, we could change our view modes between wide, linear, and super view. And super view doesn't allow the zooming, but wide and linear allows you to zoom in. So that's one of the new features as well. If you hit mode, we could change it just on the side here. We could change it to photo mode. Then again, we could change it to linear or wide and zoom in or out if we want. Change again mode. You get your burst mode. You could change your rate anywhere from 30 pictures in 6 seconds all the way down. You'd hit mode again. Get time-lapse video, and we could change basically from every half second all the way to every 60 seconds depending on what we want. And you could also do it either time-lapse video or in time-lapse photo mode. Also comes with your little housing. This is just so you could connect everything. So right now I have a little tripod accessory on there now, and that just fits in, slides in like that, close it up, and you're ready to go. So here's the GoPro dive housing. So if you're going for anywhere more than 33 feet, you're basically going to be using this. So anytime pretty much you're scuba diving, you're going to use dive housing. If you're just snorkeling or, you know, wakeboarding or anything like that, you don't need the dive housing. So basically to put that in, I have it attached to a GoPro, which is extendable from like 1 foot to 2 feet, which I use when I go scuba diving, which is really handy because then you could get like the selfie mode, different perspectives and such. So to do that though, you have to take off basically the lens cover, which you didn't have to do in the older ones. I think GoPro 4 and below. So the first time I did it was actually really hard because you got to basically pull away from it and then turn it. So you pull away like that and turn, and then it just pops off like that. Just remember not to lose this lens cover, put it somewhere safe. And then you just take it and put it in, close it up, and you got your dive housing. And then to put it back again, you just put it on the angle, kind of push in, and turn it till it snaps in place, and then it's back on. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's product review of the GoPro Hero 6 Black. So I hope you liked it. Hopefully it makes you make a more informed decision if you don't have one. If you do have one, maybe it lets you know a little bit more about the product, what it offers and such. If you like the video, please like it below. If you have any comments, comment below and I'll get back to you. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It'll notify you of more videos that I have coming up. I'll be posting every Tuesdays and every Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll try to do tech stuff on Fridays and other videos and edits on Tuesdays. So if you want to watch more videos, just subscribe. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time. And remember, live your adventure.